They mocked Earth's restraint until humanity finally unleashed its true power. The galaxy had watched Earth for many years. Most alien species believed humans were too calm, too patient, too soft. They saw humans negotiate instead of fight. They saw humans send peace envoys instead of warships. They saw humans walk away from insults and threats. Because of this, many alien races decided humans were weak. But in truth, humanity was not weak. Humanity was peaceful because it wanted peace. It was patient because it respected life. It was silent because silence kept balance. But silence could break. And patience had limits. Far above Earth in deep space, a single human patrol ship moved on its normal route. Inside that ship, Commander Ellis stood with his hands behind his back, watching the stars through the glass window. He was a quiet man, known for calm decisions. He believed in peace. He believed that Earth should avoid war. But he also knew the truth. Humans had prepared for a day when peace would not be enough. Ellis had no idea. That day was coming right now. A warning alarm flashed on the ship's screen. Lieutenant Mara, a young officer with sharp reflexes, turned to Ellis. "Commander, we have unidentified ships moving toward our border." Ellis frowned. "How many?" "3, no, 4. They are approaching fast." Screen changed, showing 4 alien scout ships. They did not hide themselves. They flew openly, boldly, as if they owned the sky. Ellis knew their design. They belonged to the Vorkoth Alliance, a group famous for arrogance. They believed Earth was a simple world with simple defenses. They believed humans would never fight back. Lieutenant Mara looked uneasy. "Commander, they are crossing the line. They are inside human space now." Ellis pressed a button, opening a channel. "This is Commander Ellis of the Earth Defense Patrol. You have entered human territory. Turn back immediately." For a moment, there was silence. Then a crackling laugh came through the speakers. "Earth's patrol vessel," the alien voice said, filled with mockery. "We are only exploring. Do not fear." Mara clenched her fists. "They are mocking us." Ellis said nothing. His calm face never changed. But inside, something hard was shifting. Something tired of being mocked. Something tired of being tested. The alien ships moved closer and closer. "Commander," Mara whispered, "they are preparing a weapon charge." Ellis already knew. He could feel it. The galaxy had pushed Earth for too long, testing its patience again and again. And today, the test was ending. "Send one more warning," Ellis said. "This is your final notice. Leave human space now." The alien voice came back, laughing louder than before. "Or what, human? Will you throw words at us?" Everyone on the human ship froze. The insult felt heavy in the air. Even the computers seemed to wait for Ellis's response. Then the aliens fired. It was a small shot. A tiny bolt of plasma that hit the side of the human patrol ship. Not enough to destroy it. Not enough to injure anyone. Just enough to make humans feel powerless. It was a test. A mockery. A slap. Ellis slowly sat down in his chair. He spoke softly, almost in a whisper. "Activate Protocol Black, eh?" The bridge fell silent. Lieutenant Mara stared at him with wide eyes. "Commander, that protocol has never been used." "I know," Ellis said. "Today, we use it." Mara pressed the command. Hidden systems deep inside the patrol ship activated. Dark screens lit up with symbols no alien had ever seen. A coded message shot through space, moving faster than light, reaching a place no outsider knew existed. Seconds later, space behind the patrol ship began to twist. Stars stretched into long white lines. A huge shadow formed. The shadow grew bigger, wider, darker. The aliens stopped laughing. From the darkness, something impossibly large emerged. A ship. Noah, Titan. Bigger than a city, forged from black metal that seemed to drink in the light around it, it appeared silently, like a sleeping beast opening its eyes. The alien pilots panicked. "What is that?" "Earth does not have such ships, but Earth did. Earth had many. They were simply hidden. Ellis finally spoke again. Calm as ever. Open a channel. The face of the alien captain appeared on screen. Shocked and trembling, Ellis leaned forward. You crossed the line. The alien captain stuttered. This is unnecessary. We did not mean. Ellis cut him off with a single sentence. Earth warned the galaxy that we were holding back. The aliens swallowed hard. And now, Ellis continued, we will show you the truth. Behind the patrol ship, the massive warship powered up. Giant panels opened. Light filled the darkness. Energy gathered in a glowing spiral. The aliens tried to run. Commander, they are retreating, Mara said. It does not matter, Ellis answered. They must carry the message. The warship shot a beam across space not to destroy the alien ships, but to block escape paths, to remind them that humans chose their fate. The alien ships spun away in panic. Rushing back to their territory, Mara looked at Ellis. Sir, the galaxy will know now. Ellis nodded slowly. Yes, he said. Let them know. Earth is done holding back. Outside, the massive warship moved into position behind the patrol ship like a silent guardian. Lights gleamed along its surface. Its engines hummed like thunder waiting to strike. Humanity had woken up, and the galaxy would never look at. Earth the same way again. Asterisk the galaxy shook with rumors as the alien scouts fled back to their territory. But none of them understood what they had truly seen. They only saw the size of the warship, not the power inside it. They only felt fear, not the reason behind its awakening. On the human patrol ship, Commander Ellis stood silently as the giant warship hovered behind them like a metal mountain. Its black armor absorbed starlight. No alien scanner could measure its full size. No enemy database had a name for it, but humans did. Its name was Colossus 01, and it was only one of many. Lieutenant Mara stared at the massive ship. Sir, I knew Earth was hiding things. But not this, Ellis answered quietly. Peace required strength. True strength. And sometimes strength must stay in the shadows. But now the shadows are gone. Ellis nodded. Yes, now the galaxy has forced our hand. A deep vibration shook the patrol ship. The Colossus was powering something up. Systems humans hoped they would never need. On the alien side, the scout ships raced at full speed toward their command carrier. They broadcast emergency signals, calling for backup, calling for protection, calling for anything that could stand between them and whatever that giant ship was, but their leaders did not believe them. The Vorkoth commander. Lord Kieran listened with a bored face. A ship bigger than a city. Humans cannot build such things. Their reactors would melt. The scout captain screamed through the transmission. We saw it with our own eyes. We fired at them, they summoned it in seconds. Kieran laughed. Humans cannot summon warships like magic. But then he paused. His advisors exchanged nervous looks. If the scouts were telling the truth, it meant Earth was not peaceful because it was weak. It was peaceful because it chose to be. That idea terrified them. Kieran slammed his fist on the table. Prepare the strike fleet. We will break Earth before their so-called giant ship reaches us. Back near Earth's border, Ellis watched reports flash across his screens. Sir Mara said, the Vorkath have launched a whole battle group. 12 destroyers, 6 cruisers, and a dreadnought. Ellis did not look surprised. I expected it. What do we do? She asked. He turned toward the Colossus. We wait. A voice came from the Colossuscum, smooth, almost emotionless. This is Admiral Reese. Colossus is fully awake. Ellis opened a channel. Admiral the Vorkoth are coming with a full strike group, Reese answered. They think they can overwhelm us with numbers.
Oh.
Mara swallowed. Can they? Reese almost sounded amused. Lieutenant, they have no idea what this ship can do. The Colossus unfolded massive wings of metal along its sides, revealing glowing blue channels pulsing with energy. These channels fed into a core deep inside, a weapon kept secret even from most humans. Ellis watched calmly. "Admiral, do we use it?" Reese answered with a quiet steel in his voice. "Only if they force us." Minutes later, the Vorkuth strike fleet arrived, ripping through space like a storm. Bright red engines flared, their weapons charged. Their dreadnought positioned itself in front, like a king, demanding submission, and then everything stopped, because they finally saw the Colossus up close. The enemy dreadnought shook as their scanners failed. Their captain stared at the monitor. "Impossible. That thing is bigger than our entire station." The Vorkuth commander, Kieran, appeared on the human screen. "Humans." He roared, "Stand down or be destroyed." Ellis stared directly at him. "You fired first. You crossed our border. You mocked our warnings," Kieran snarled. "We do not fear Earth." Admiral Reese's voice cut in like a blade. "Then you will learn." At that moment, the Colossus released its first system. A deep, echoing hum-filled space. Mara grabbed the rail beside her seat. "What is that sound?" Ellis did not blink. "The Colossus is charging the resonance wave." The Vorkuth fleet suddenly felt pressure on their ships, like invisible hands pushing on every surface inside their bridge. Alien crew members panicked. "Our engines are weakening. Shields are bending inward. What is happening?" Reese spoke again, calm as ice. "Humanity spent a century studying gravitational resonance. You stole from us. Called our science week." The Colossus glowed brighter and brighter. "And now, you will face it." A massive blue shockwave burst from the Colossus. Not explosive, silent, gentle, but unstoppable. The Vorkuth ships were thrown back like leaves in a hurricane. Their shields collapsed. Their weapons flickered. Their engines died one by one, as if the universe itself was turning off their power. Kieran shouted, "Retreat! Retreat now!" But they could not retreat. Their ships drifted helplessly. Their engines dead. Their weapons offline. Their dreadnought powerless. Mara stared in awe. "Sir, it didn't destroy them. It just shut everything down." "Not everything," Ellis said softly. "It shut down their pride." Admiral Reese opened a channel to the entire Vorkuth fleet. "This is Earth. Remember this moment. We never wanted a fight. But if you test our patience again, the next wave will not be gentle." Silence filled space. Then the Vorkuth ships slowly began drifting away. Pushed by their own emergency thrusters, defeated without a single human shot, Mara whispered, "The galaxy will talk about this." Ellis nodded. "Yes, and they will finally understand." The Colossus dimmed, returning to quiet. But the message had already spread across the stars. Humanity was done hiding, and the galaxy had just seen the first glimpse of its true power. Asterisk. The Vorkuth fleet drifted back into their territory like broken ships, returning from a nightmare. They had not been destroyed. They had not been burned. They had not even been injured. But they returned defeated in a way much worse than physical damage. Their pride was shattered. Every alien soldier whispered the same line. Humanity is not weak. Humanity is something else. News traveled faster than any ship, faster than any weapon. By the next cycle, half the galaxy already knew. Earth had unleashed something no one had ever seen in the Galactic Council chamber. Massive hall floating between stars, leaders from hundreds of species gathered. Even the oldest races, who barely attended meetings, came in person. Something about Earth's sudden action had shaken them deeply. Counselor Varen, a reptilian elder with glowing golden eyes, slammed his staff on the floor. "Humans were peaceful for too long," he hissed. "We believed it. We trusted it. But they were hiding power." Another counselor, a floating creature made of shimmering mist, spoke softly. "They were not hiding power. They were hiding restraint." The room fell silent. Everyone understood the difference. Hiding power meant fear. Hiding restraint meant control, and a species with control was far more dangerous. Across the galaxy, huge screens showed the same broadcast, the moment the Colossus. unleashed the resonance wave. Billions of aliens watched in stunned silence as the Vorkoth fleet froze helplessly. Commentators debated endlessly. How long have humans had these ships? Why did they never use them before? What else are they hiding? What is Earth planning now? But no one had answers. Back near Earth's border, Commander Ellis and Lieutenant Mara stood on the bridge of the patrol ship. The Colossus hovered quietly behind them, like a giant guardian sleeping with one eye open. Mara exhaled slowly. "Sir, what happens now?" Ellis looked out into the endless black sky. His voice remained calm, but there was a heaviness under it. "The galaxy will change now. Some will fear us. Some will hate us. Some will try to understand us. But none will ignore us again." Transmission alert blinked on their screen. Mara tapped it. "It's coming from 12 different systems at once." Ellis nodded. "The Council wants answers." The screen filled with faces: alien leaders, military heads, diplomats, observers. The moment they saw Ellis, they erupted in questions. What is the Colossus? Why does Earth have such weapons? Are you preparing for war? Is humanity planning to attack other worlds? Ellis raised one hand. The room fell silent. "We are not planning to attack anyone," he said slowly. "But we are done pretending we are powerless." An insectoid counselor clicked his mandibles nervously. "But you disabled an entire fleet. You humiliated the Vorkath Empire." Ellis met his eyes. "They crossed our border. They fired on our ship. They forced us to respond." A booming voice echoed from the screen. "If Earth has this much strength, why stay silent for so many years?" Ellis answered without hesitation. "Because peace is easier to keep when others believe you are harmless." Shock spread through the council chamber. Never had a human spoken so openly, so honestly. Then he added, "But now that illusion is gone," behind Ellis. The Colossus drifted quietly like the shadow of a giant storm. The council members murmured among themselves, "Humans are unpredictable. Humans endure too much before they react. Humans waited centuries. Without showing their power, humans are dangerous." Ellis heard every word, but he did not respond. He simply waited. Then Admiral Reese appeared on a secondary screen, standing inside the Colossus. His voice was calm, controlled, and cold. "To every species watching, Earth does not seek conquest. Earth does not want war. But we will not be mocked, provoked, or invaded again." His final words echoed through every listening world. "Respect us, and you will have peace. Test us, and you will meet our strength again." The transmission ended. Meanwhile, on the Vorkath homeworld, Lord Kieran stood before his ruling council. His face was pale. His eyes shook with fear he tried to hide. "What shall we do about Earth?" one leader asked. Kieran swallowed hard. "We retreat. We strengthen our borders. We do not provoke them again." A stunned silence filled the chamber. Never before had the proud Vorkath admitted fear. Never before had they backed down from a challenge, but humanity had changed the rules. "We must tell the galaxy the truth," Kieran whispered. "Earth is no longer a small blue world."
Back on Earth.
The Colossus slowly descended toward Earth's orbit. Passing satellites and small human ships that looked like toys in comparison, people across the planet looked up at the sky and saw the enormous shadow. For the first time, humanity revealed one of its greatest secrets to its own people. News spread instantly. Earth has a mega-warship. Government confirms hidden defense program. Humanity has awakened. Crowds gathered, pointing at the sky with pride and awe. Humanity had always been underestimated, always laughed at by stronger species, always treated as newcomers in a galaxy full of ancient empires. Not anymore, Commander. Ellis walked through the halls of the Earth Defense Center. Officers saluted him. Engineers worked around the clock. New ships prepared for launch. For the first time, humans were not reacting. They were preparing. Mara joined him. "Sir, many worlds are requesting peace talks with Earth." Ellis smiled slightly. "Good peace earned through fear is still peace." She looked serious. And the others? Ellis turned toward a giant hologram of the galaxy. Several regions glowed red, places where enemies were gathering, watching, thinking. "They will come," he said softly, "and we will be ready." The camera slowly zooms out as the Colossus lights up behind them, engines glowing with quiet power. Humanity is no longer silent. Humanity is no longer underestimated. Humanity is unleashed, and the galaxy will never forget it.